Hello. Right, this morning we're carrying on from the Welly Loop where we nearly got to last week, but we couldn't make it all the way. This is at Red Rock. So you park at the Red Rock car park there, but this is the old station, now a private dwelling, called the Old Station Red Rock, 1869, and it was the Lancashire Union Railway. We've got the name at last. So they've obviously turned it into a lovely house now. So here we go, an SKP. We keep finding these everywhere. This is Lamium Beacon Silver. People keep throwing it out in the soil thinking it's rubbish, and then once it gets going it just spreads like wildfire. But if you want something that'll grow anywhere, and especially in shade for your garden, oh, look at that behind you, Bob. That just shows you that's in the wood, in shade. And look how it's carrying all, covering everywhere up. And then here we've got Jack by the Hedge. Now we've got Herb Robert, Hart's Tongue Ferns, Geums, wild raspberries and blackberries. And Norman's Found Water. We're just coming up to a bridge now. We'll do another video when we get to the bridge, but these are two massive capping stones, real stone capping stones. So they must have something to do with the railway. Look at that beautiful fern there. What a stunner. I suppose if you ever lose your tree fern, you can always plant that in the top of your tree fern trunk and it will make it look like a tree fern again. And these are growing everywhere. Look at that side, Bob. Ferns everywhere. Now this is an amazing bridge. You've got your normal bridge top, but they've made the legs of it go that way. So it's a right weird shape. Come have a look. How cool is that? See it better from this side, Bob. Now that goes under a road, the next one goes under the canal. Right, this is the canal bridge here. We'll soon know when we get underneath it because it drips. Look at that for construction. Wow. Look at all that steel. Iron. And then brick. Oh, it's leaking. Got a bit of a leak on it, canal. Nice shower there for you, Norman. Look at the stick smoke underneath where steam engines have been under. Still got smoke. I bet they did some puffing coming up this hill as well. What an amazing structure in the middle of nowhere. We'll have to tell Canal and Rivers Authority they've got a leak. Okay, nature's taking it back though. Something's gone quiet here. Get away from them trees.
I think the bridge is blocking it.
Here's another bridge. It looks as that bridge, this stone here, look at it. It looks as new as the day it was built. You know to build stuff in them days, didn't they, Bob?
Indeed.
Look at this ivy curtain. Look at that. It's nearly touching, it is touching floor. Amazing. Here we go. Hazel tree. It's obviously been blown over. Somebody's cut it off. And on every single branch that's been cut off, but especially this one on the end, it's grown another hazel tree. But they're growing all the way along. That just shows you can cut an hazel back to nothing, and you can coppice these for making hurdles for fences and things like that. Well, they've put through rock here, look, Bob, to make the railway. Lancashire Union Railway. People's always asking me, I've got a really bad shady area in my garden, what can I plant? That's ivy. And look at it, it's just like ground cover and there's no weeds, no other plants can live there. So if you just want ivy, that'll cover the ground. And then this is a piece of ivy that's gone adult, and it looks like a camellia. And then they flower, which gives great flowers for the pollinators. So look at that. And the other one I'm trying to find is ferns. Here we go. That's another brilliant one for shade. So if you've got dark shade in your garden, and the other one is at the back, you can just about see it, holly. So hollies, ferns, ivy and adult ivy. For your place in your garden you can't grow anything, too dense to shade. You see this here, it's an oak tree. It's been pulled down. Deciduous trees have been designed to drop the leaves so the wind doesn't blow them over. And then ivy grows over it, acts like a sail, catches all the wind, and then brings the host plant down. Not killed it, it's an oak, but not done it any good. There's another one ready to come down behind you, Bob, if it's not already come down. Another interesting bridge, look at this one. We think this could be the railway, but look, it's still got the old telephone wires. A little bit of soot on the roof. Was it good, Almond? Now this is an absolute work of art. You've got a railway line coming straight this way. You've got a road going at a wacky angle that way. But last week, we saw on that bridge where they'd staggered the bricks sideways and built them at 30 degrees. Well, they've done the same here, but because of the angle of the thing, it's gone to flat on that side. Well, look at all the angles and shapes, and how the heck have they built that?
They must have got bored bricklaying.
They've even put a rock in that corner, a stone. It's just amazing. There's that many angles and shapes. See, look at that. How do you work that out there with that big lump of rock? Where all the weight of the arch is hitting that big rock. which is obviously be spreading the weight. It's amazing. When you think of the age of it as well. We're just walking along here and the sun's just going, oh there. This was all lit up like it had a spotlight on it. And obviously there's an hole in the canopy there, and as the sun goes round, it gets its moment in the sun. And it was full of bees before, all having a warm as well. Then obviously the sun will go around and it'll, if it's cloudy when it's its moment, like now, you don't get it. Right, this is the next bridge, and it looks like they've had to put some stainless steel discs on to keep the face on. Still got, they've had to do some repairs on the front. I don't know if this is, I don't know where, I think it's just in the middle of nowhere this, I don't think there's anything going over it. Still got the soot underneath. But they're stainless steel, them discs, aren't they? I wonder if them rods must go all the way through, do you think, Bob?
Possibly. We'll see on the other side. Hello.
Yeah. They're just stainless steel rods right through to strengthen it. And they've obviously refaced it as well. I'm glad they're looking after it. But it's just looks like in the middle of nowhere. Hello, this is a willow tree. I think this is just a goat willow, or just a common willow. Now, I don't know which willow it is, but a lot of willows contain aspirin. So if you need a painkiller, I can't remember which willow tree it is, but one of the willow trees you can actually chew the bark, and it's actually a natural painkiller. So that's interesting. Kill it, Norman. Kill it, Norman. Balsam, we don't want balsam, do we? Here we go, wild honeysuckle. Not quite open yet, smells beautiful. No, it's not got a scent on it yet, but you see all the flowers? So this is where honeysuckle's supposed to grow, in a wood, going up the tree. So if you get them in your garden, that's what they do. Look at that, we've just found a wild hawthorn that's actually pink, proper pink. How cool is that? That's just growing wild at woods, next to the railway. Crow's foot or something, I think it's called. Oh, look at this one here, Bob. This is a solanum, and some people call it deadly nightshade. It's actually gets berries on. It's actually related to potato and tomato, but it's poisonous. But so are potato tomatoes. The tomatoes off a potato are poisonous. The green. Look at this here, the little oak tree growing. How nice is that? That's the canal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Need a stick, Norman. Now I did this last week. It's called Herb Roberts, and some people call it Stinky Bob. And it's the one that I think smells like car tyres. My friend was telling me it's really good for you. But if you get a leaf that's where you think a dog's not weed on it, and apparently he says they're a really nice salad leaf. tastes a bit like curd. Not. Actually, it's not bad. Not good, but not bad.
You spit it all out now, there.
Yeah. Right, look at this. This is the wall. This is this Lancashire Union Railway still, and this is going on our way to Adlington. There's the burdock. Now, I did try that Herb Robert off camera, and it tasted alright, but that one didn't. This is one you'll have in your garden. This is called Cardamine hirsutus, which means hirsutus is Latin for hairy bittercress. And these are the seed pods here. I think it's in the mustard family, but it tastes just like watercress. No, that is nice. Let's do Herb Robert again. What?
Well, that'll be out of the reach of dogs.
Oh, right. When's that bothered me? Are we ready? Let's try again, Herb Robert. And that tastes better. Yeah, you could eat that with a salad. Not as nice as the bittercress. Bluebells dried out. Let go! Let go, you run out! He was trying to run with it, he keeps standing on it.
Maybe the other way up, David.
Let go. We'll get it to fly yet.
That was better.
He stands on it when he's running. Headbutts and fall.
It's picking the other side up now, so.
Give it me. How can I throw it if you won't give it me back? Give it here. That is a fish.
He'll forget about it.
Look at this, this is a white poplar. Looks like it's been stabbed a million times. It's just the pattern on the bark, that. You can see it's got like whitish grey leaves. Go man. Go man. Ready? Perfect.
A good fly.
That looks like canal.
That is the very canal.
Here we go. We found some comfrey growing in the wild. Now comfrey is very, very high in nitrogen. So if you break this up and put it in your compost heap, it's really good for nitrogen for you making compost. Also, you can press it and get nip bone oil out of it. My mum used to call it. And you can even pour boiling water on it and put it on a spray. And it's supposed to be good for sprains as well. But it's absolutely full of nitrogen, so really it makes a really good tonic for your plants. And it's a nice plant in its own right. Right, we just dropped down to the River Douglas now, and we found there's what's left of a railway stanchion. So obviously the railway we've been walking on must have gone over us here, and then behind you must have gone that way, and then behind you can hear for the wind, We've got some the canal. That's the Leeds Liverpool above it. We're going to go and have a look at that. Sorry about the wind. We've just stepped here to get out of the wind. But this wall and this whole bridge were literally in the middle of nowhere. And look at what the Victorians did. This is a bridge for the canal. And then there obviously was a railway there. But what a piece of architecture this is. And look at this dressed stone, all fancy dressed, and it's all got it's like that Lancashire grit stone. It's got all that sparkly stuff in it, silica. Look at it. It just takes your breath away when you think where we are. Literally middle of nowhere. Oh, look at this here, Bob. Somebody's been doing a bit of carving. Don't know what it means.
Is it J-H and S-H?
That's what it looks like, yeah. There's some work on into that. Well, that wind's coming back. Bob! Just say hello to the camera. Right, this is where we go. How weird is that? Didn't expect that. You're straight into the factory base and then it goes under there somewhere. And there's obviously something there. Very spooky. Quite deep as well. The River Douglas, this. That's beautiful. Wow. Right, we're now in Adlington. This is where we've come up. That used to be a pub, I think. Here we go, it's Pincroft Dye and Printers. Well, that's where that bridge there we just looked at, that's where it goes underneath the factory. Here we are, we're back in civilization. Still got the Herb Robert growing everywhere. It's a geranium, which is a crane's bill, and if you look, I can get to it. You see the crane's bill there? And then sow thistle. And we're just at Adlington. That's nice to see. Some poppies. They're lovely. Now look at this. Everywhere around Lancashire we sawed all the steel railings off everywhere for the war effort. I've just come back from London. All those are still there. Right, we're getting back on the canal now. Bridge in pub, Adlington. We're off down here now. These lovely Welsh poppies. When them seed heads go rattly, sprinkle them about and you get loads of Welsh poppies. Hey, up, John, come on. This is the dreaded bindweed. What a beautiful flower it is though. So if you've got a bit of land that you don't really bother about, I mean, you cannot get rid of bindweed, because if you leave one little piece in the ground, it'll grow back. You just have to keep pulling it up, pulling it up, pulling it up if you've got it in your garden. But if you don't mind it, it's a lovely flower. Right, this is one that's been planted at the side of the canal. It's a geranium. It's called Wargrave's Pink. One of the best geraniums you can get. Normally stays quite compact, lovely pink flower. And you can dig it up and split it every autumn and get another one. self-seeded now.
Yeah. It's all been done here about this.
Yeah, they're alliums. Look at that pot. They're great alliums. It's an onion family. Nice rose. More Wargoose pink. Look, it's even escaping onto the canal bank.
Topper.
It's turned out to be a nice day. Isn't it, Norman? Right, this is a burdock. You've heard of dandelion and burdock? This is the great big burdock leaf. There's the burdock flower. It's going to go up and flower. And this is what you get your sticky bobs off. Now also, apparently, if you're a forager, the root of this is like a big turnip. So, if you're ever stuck in the wild and really starving, you can eat burdock root.
Well, that's what they make dandelion burdock, the root.
That's right, that's what they make the dandelion burdock out of. That's right, Bob.
The root.
The root. Right, now, the bridge we were just under before, that I was going mad about how ornate it was, we're now on top of it. This is the canal. There's the the one that where the bridge pub was bridge 69. That's bridge 68, and that's the river Douglas again. Look at this, Bob. These are where all the ropes from towing the horses has cut.
Towing horses? Towing barges?
Where the horse has been towed, what they call towpath. This is where the horses' ropes have sawn through the stone. So you can see it must be a bit of a bend on it. It's up there as well. Amazing. Here we are on the Leeds Liverpool again. Got some beautiful flag irises. And I did a video the other day at Chelsea, and they were saying that quite a lot of these weeds, like irises, can actually take any pollution out the water, so they can take out oil, heavy metals, all that kind of thing, and clean the water with the roots. And then you've got the most poisonous plant in the world, hemlock water-dropwort, which is just about to flower. That's the one you don't eat. Hold it there, Bob. That's sorrel. This is sorrel, and it's got a very lemony, acidy taste. What do you think, Norman?
Yes.
Oh, that's good, actually. Very lemony. Nice bit of canal, this, isn't it? Now this is hemlock water-dropwort. As I said, it's the most poisonous plant in Great Britain. And just scan down that canal, Bob. It's as far as the eye can see. As long as you don't eat it, it's quite safe. Look at this we've found. This is a clematis, a wild clematis. Common name, old man's beard, because it gets loads of like grey, fluffy seed heads. But that is you see it a lot down south, but you don't normally see it in Lancashire. And here we've got it growing in Lancashire. That's brilliant to see. So that's it, old man's beard, clematis. I'm excited about that.
Only you dare.
Let's just swim now. Let's just swim. What are you saying? You want to swim? Good job. Come on, lad. No, we're not doing another one. That's it. You'll bring them off when you get older. Look at this hemlock, Bob.
It's everywhere.
Do this here, Bob. Let's do this. There, behind you. This is elderflower. And what we're going to do, we're going to make some elderflower champagne. So basically you get all the flowers, pull them off all the green, put as much flour in as you can, mix it with some sugar and some boiling water, put a bit of champagne yeast in, put an hemlock, and it doesn't take long, a few weeks you've got elderberry champagne. So we're going to have a go at that later. Let's do it. Are you ready? You ready now? Bit further. Come on. You lost that one. Are you ready? He bounces like a little deer. He's thrown two now. Come on then. I love you when he bounces. Come on, you jack dog. He loves long grass. Come on. Right, I've been at Chelsea Flower Show all week with roses, and this is where it all started. This is a dog rose, or a wild rose, and it still has a nice scent as well. You see, they can see the stamens, so the bees and butterflies can feed off it. Very, very thorny, and if you look as well, the thorns point downwards. So as it grows, it hooks its way onto other plants to get higher. So they have the feet in the shade, and the head's in the sun. Hello, first one of the year. Look at that, how lovely is that? You can see where the marks are to tell the bees where to go in. Now this is, Latin name for this is digitalis. And there's a drug you can take when you've got a bad heart, something digitalis. So they get something from this that affects your heart. That's why if you eat it, it will, I don't know if it speeds your heart up or slows your heart down. I don't know what it does, but I know it's poisonous. Look at this, this is a lovely specimen. Sorry about the wind. Look at this, we're in the wild. That's nice. And the Mad Norman. We're just saying that, to me, is typical English woodland. You've got oaks and you've got bracken. And down there, because we've had a hot, dry spring, the Himalayan balsam doesn't seem to be able to outcompete the bracken. So the bracken's looking really healthy and the Himalayan balsam's right down there because they have to have a lot of rain. So hopefully the bracken will win the battle this year. This is what I was talking about. Can you see the balsam's struggling a bit this year because it's been so hot and dry. And yet the bracken looks lovely. And it's just rained now, but it looks like all that green, it's all the goodness is going back into the bracken. So hopefully the bracken will beat the Himalayan balsam. This is the leaky canal bit again. Oops, just need a little bit of filler in. A little bit of mastic, sort that out. There's stalactites up there, Bob. Gone through into the canal and now the canal's leaking and it's running down that wall. Looks dirty enough for Norman to drink anyway. Is it dirty enough, that, Norman? Okay, so if you've watched it this far, thank you very much. This is the, we've come to the end of this is the canal bridge we walked under before. So we're going to go down now and back to Red Rock Station. So don't forget, subscribe, ring the bell and follow, and ask all your friends to follow as well. Interesting fact.